Hi guys, how are you? I'm in my car with the air on. I hope you can hear me okay. I love to do this in my car because the acoustics are better. It's a little warm today, so turn that air down. Courage to change today. Let's do it. June 6th. How easy it can be to justify our own unacceptable behavior. Perhaps we excuse ourselves claiming that we were provoked or had no choice. Or we dismiss our actions by telling ourselves that everyone does the same thing. With these and other justifications, we pretend that our wrongs don't count. This denial must be overcome when we take the fourth step. With this step, we take a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. It is fearless because of the strong spiritual foundation we have established by taking the first three steps. It is moral because we list what we feel has been right or wrong about our conduct. And it is searching. The only way we can take this step thoroughly, searchingly, is to resist the desire to justify and excuse what we uncover. We may demand courage and self-discipline, but by freely acknowledging who we have been, we can make positive changes about who we are becoming. Today's reminder: I am a human being with strengths and weaknesses, capable of Today's reminder: I am a human being with strengths and weaknesses, capable of achievements and mistakes. Because I accept this, I can look closely at myself. Today, I will find something to appreciate and something to improve. So, this is about overcoming denial and really looking at our part in things. And that is the fourth step. That is what the fourth step is, to take a fearless and moral inventory of ourselves. It is really easy to... Let me think. I want to think about how I want to say this. It is really easy when you're living in the world of alcoholism to become the victim. And you can really rationalize and justify anything because it's such a crazy world to live in. But you're going to make mistakes, right? You're human. You're going to make mistakes. And so I think that's really the key, is it can go too far the other way, right? Like when I talk to people, I talked to somebody the other day. I mean, I really like this woman, and I've talked to her, the last few years, kind of a consulting thing. And I talk to her when things come up in her life. And, I told her, I said, I know you're tired. I get it. Like, we dealt with this person's alcoholism and you did really good. And now this one pops up. And you did really good. Like, you had to do the footwork. You had to dig deep into your own program again. And now we've got someone else that's popped up. And I said, I know you're tired, and she started to cry. And I said, I know you're tired. And you've done a hell of a job. But there's more work to be done. You're going to have to put on your big boy pants. And here we go. Right? Let's dig deep. Let's look at this. Let's look at your part and see what you can do to change things for you. You can't change someone else. We've determined that, haven't we? Every day is like a new beginning. I'd like to think I'm just powerless over alcoholism, but I'm, if you're drinking or if I'm drinking, right? Alcoholism, I got no control over that. But really, I'm powerless over people, places, and things. I really am. I'm powerless over it. And, I'm not going to handle things great all the time. I mean, yeah, it seems like, why me? Why me? Right? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to learn the lessons? Why do I have to dig deep? But I have some part in it. And I have to be honest about that. I haven't always handled things great. And I have used situations, because I felt like people owe me, the person owes me. I've made them feel bad because I don't think they feel bad enough. And so I want them to feel bad, right? This is what you're doing to me. I'm not proud about that. But And I didn't know I was doing it. Maybe that's the point. I didn't even know I was doing that. I was just always wronged. And then I did the 4-step. And I got to see the good way I handled things and the bad ways I handled things. And I had to be honest about it. And it didn't mean it quit like that. You know, it comes back, just like I was joking a second ago. Every day is a new beginning. I have to start over every day. I wake up and ask God, please help me. Help me live my own life and stay out of other people's. You know, help me let people have their own consequences and experiences. Help me do that, because for some reason I have a terrible time letting people suffer consequences. I do not like that with people that I love, to suffer any kind of consequences. And if I've suffered them, then that should be good for the whole entire family. I don't want anyone going through this, right? And I can stop it. And you know, it's just mind-boggling that I think that I can do that and interfere in someone else's process in life. You know what I mean? So I have to be honest with myself. And this 4-step is really what helped me. And like it says, you get the strength to do this. If I'm talking to you now and you haven't done the steps yet, and you're thinking, oh, I'm not doing any searching, moral, fearless inventory of myself. I haven't done anything. I'm not the drinker. Well, the reason you might feel that way is you haven't done the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd step, right? So these steps are in order for a reason, right? And when you're done with this step, it's not the last step. You don't get to take an honest look at yourself and then be set. That's where you sit for the rest of your life. You get to go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? You get freedom out of it. But for anything to get well, you know, it's kind of like I tell people, it's like when you get hurt and you bandage it, you know, you put a Band-Aid on there. If you don't let air get to it, it's not going to get better. It's going to take longer. So you want to cover it, clean it, right? Get it all cleaned out, put some Neosporin on there, cover it up, and then take the Band-Aid off. If you're going to be at night, right? Let the air get to it, right? Let's expose it a little and let some healing happen. And that's what the 4-step is. We got to get some air in there. You know what I mean? We got to step out of the space where our perception that we see and we know we're right. We have to step out for a second, step back or up, like an out-of-body experience. When you do that 4-step, you get to step out, up, back, and look at it in your own handwriting for what it really is, right? As much as I want to complain about others, I make mistakes. And I could have handled something better. And I'm going to try next time. But that is the air that starts to heal things. And I think alcoholism will beat you so down, so far down, like bum, 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 bum. You know, there's just, don't take the Band-Aid off. I can't. The air is hurting me. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want to look at my shit. I can't even look at your shit. I'm sick of shit. You know what I mean? And you get exhausted from that. But like I said, by the time you do 1, 2, and 3, 4, you're ready. You're ready to take the Band-Aid off. Let's little air get to this. Let's expose it for what it is. Let me take responsibility for myself and leave other people in my life alone. So I like the reading a lot, and my interpretation is always a little gritty, I know, but I am a visual person and I like that. You know, I'm always talking about that, you know, things like that, like the Band-Aid and stuff. And I know maybe it doesn't resonate with you. So let me know what does resonate with you. What did you get when you read this? I really need to know. It helps me to see things differently because, see, I see it this way. And you might see it this way. I'd like to see it this way too, because I know I'm not always right. And it could really help me. So discuss amongst yourselves. I love you all.